These are the only exercises you really need to stay strong, even after hitting the big 5-0. Have you noticed how time seems to hit the fast-forward button after 50? Suddenly, your body responds like an old dial-up modem, slower, less smooth, and a little squeaky. Strength feels like it packed its bags, your breath gets shorter at the top of the stairs, and your muscles, well, they seem to ghost you right when you need them. But here's the real danger: acceptance. It creeps in quietly, that sneaky belief that this is just part of getting older and there's nothing you can do about it. Wrong. So wrong. Because the truth is, this decline is absolutely reversible. And the best part? You don't need a fancy gym, complicated machines, or a personal trainer named Chad yelling at you in spandex. Just a few simple, powerful exercises, fully adaptable to your current level, even if the last time you exercised was when disco was still a thing. Today, I'm not just showing you these life-changing moves. I'll teach you how to tweak them to suit where you are now, how to level up safely, and I'll hand you a complete weekly routine you can stick to without losing your sanity. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor: drop your name and your city in the comments below. I love seeing how far this community reaches. Now, grab some water, roll those shoulders back, and let's prove that age is just a number. Exercise 3, push-ups, aka, yes, these again, because they work? All right, I know exactly what you're thinking. Push-ups? Really? How original. But hear me out. Few exercises in the entire history of humankind, and probably even before that, when cavemen were pushing boulders for fun, are as timelessly effective as the humble push-up. This classic move is the Swiss Army knife of upper body training. It fires up your chest, triceps, and shoulders. You know, the exact muscles you call upon when pushing a shopping cart, lifting a heavy soup pot, or hoisting yourself up gracefully after pretending you didn't just trip over your own foot. And that's not all. Push-ups also recruit your core. Yes, that magical band of muscles wrapping around your midsection from abs to lower back and even your glutes. A strong core equals better posture, less back pain, and way more confidence when reaching for the top-shelf cereal. The basics are easy to understand. Hands on the floor, feet behind you, body straight like a perfectly stiff plank, bend and straighten the elbows. Simple, right? Well, within that simplicity lies an entire universe of details that matter a lot. Now, let's talk real life, because if you haven't done a push-up since the last century, no judgment, the traditional floor version can feel like pushing the earth itself. And that's okay. Real wisdom is knowing where you are and building from there. For starters, try wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. Place your palms at shoulder height. Bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back. Same muscles, less gravity drama. It's perfect for rebuilding that upper body power and getting the movement pattern locked in. Once the wall version feels too easy, and trust me, this happens sooner than you think, level up to the incline push-up. Use a table, countertop, or the back of your trusty couch, assuming it doesn't roll away mid-rep. Hands on the edge, body straight, bend and extend those elbows. The lower your support, the harder it gets. Physics at its finest. Next step, knees on the floor push-ups. A fan favorite for transitioning to the full deal. You're still working the same muscles, but with a manageable load, and when you feel ready to tackle the classic push-up like a champ, go for it. Then, for bonus points, there's the decline push-up. Elevate your feet on a chair or step to shift even more weight forward. Your chest and shoulders will write you a thank you note later. But no matter which version you pick, a few golden rules apply. Keep your body in a straight line. Head to heels or knees for modified. No saggy hips or mountain peak butt. Elbows should aim for about a 45-degree angle from your sides. No flapping like a confused chicken. Breathe properly. Inhale down, exhale up. Air is free. Use it wisely. Slow and controlled, not fast and sloppy. Trust me. One more thing, when you're tired, your head will try to sneak forward like it wants to finish the push-up before the rest of you. Don't let it. Keep your gaze slightly ahead of your hands to maintain neck alignment. How many? Start with a number that feels tough but doable. Maybe 5 wall push-ups per set, 10 knee push-ups. No shame. Your goal is to feel the work without butchering your form. Rest for 60 to 90 seconds between sets. Or more, I won't judge. Stick with it and watch 5 push-ups magically grow into 10, then 12, then a full version on your toes. The push-up is truly the king of upper body moves. And now that you've conquered the royal throne of pressing power, get ready because up next is the king of lower body exercises. Exercise 2. Squats. AKA the secret to standing up without sound effects. If there's one move that screams real-life independence, it's the squat. Think about it. How many times a day do you sit down and stand up? From a chair, the sofa, the car seat, or the porcelain throne? And let's not even mention dropping your keys and needing to gracefully rescue them. But here's the catch. This fundamental movement is often the first to betray us as we age, unless we do something about it. Good news. That something is literally just doing squats. When you squat, you fire up some of the biggest muscle groups you own, the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and even your deep core muscles. This full team activation burns a solid chunk of calories, boosts metabolism, and helps keep your body composition in check. But wait, there's more. Squats strengthen your knee and hip joints, improve lower body flexibility, which tends to stiffen up like an old garden hose over the years, and maybe most importantly, squats naturally boost your body's anabolic hormones, the little chemical cheerleaders that help maintain muscle and bone strength. Translation: squats are your personal shield against sarcopenia, that fancy word for muscle loss that robs many older adults of mobility and independence. Plus, they keep bones dense and durable. Basically, squats equals superhero status for your legs and hips. How to do it, and do it well. At its core, a squat is simply bending your knees and hips to lower your body, then powering back up. Easy, right? Well, kinda. There's more to it than just bend and hope. If it's been a while since your last squat, say a couple of decades, start with the assisted squat. Stand behind a sturdy chair or hold onto a countertop. Slowly lower yourself like there's an invisible chair behind you. Stand back up with control. No bouncing or crash landings. As your leg strength and confidence grow, ditch the chair and squat freestanding like the unstoppable powerhouse you are. To level up, grab light weights, water bottles work great, or just add more reps. Got creaky knees? Try a partial squat. Lower down only as far as feels comfy. No need to hit the parallel mark immediately. Over time, your range will naturally improve. Key technique reminders. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes angled slightly outward. Push your hips back like you're sitting down into a low couch you don't trust. Keep your chest lifted and spine neutral. No slouching or hyper-arching. Knees should track in line with your toes, no caving inward. Keep your heels glued to the floor unless you want your squat to turn into an accidental tiptoe dance. If your ankles are tight, place a folded towel under your heels for now while you work on flexibility. Breathing matters too. Inhale as you squat down, filling your belly. Exhale with purpose as you stand up, especially when pushing through the hardest part. This fancy trick, known as diaphragmatic breathing, helps stabilize your spine and fuels your muscles. How many squats should you do? Start with 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps if you're over 50 and new to this. As you get stronger, bump it up to 3 to 4 sets. Rest for 90 to 180 seconds between sets. Don't panic if your heart's thumping like a drum solo. That's a bonus cardio workout. With consistency, you'll notice daily tasks getting easier, climbing stairs, getting up from deep seats, or squatting down to grab something without that awkward grunt. Pair your squats with your push-ups from earlier, and you're already working most of your major muscle groups. Next up, we tackle the core, the mighty center that ties it all together. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because in a world full of fitness nonsense, you deserve science-based, safe advice to keep you moving strong for years to come. Exercise 1. Planks, aka your spine's best friend and worst frenemy if you do it wrong. First things first, when I say core, I don't mean just those six-pack abs you see on magazine covers next to spray-tanned models holding green juice. Nope. Your core is an elite team made up of deep abdominal muscles, hello, transverse abdominis, obliques, lower back muscles, your diaphragm, and even some hip muscles thrown in for good measure. This superhero squad works together to support your spine, transfer force between your upper and lower body, and help you twist, bend, or sneeze without throwing your back out. Unfortunately, as we age, these deep muscles can slack off like teenagers on summer vacation. That's bad news because a weak core can lead to lower back pain, balance problems, and even, brace yourself, surprise leaks when you laugh too hard. Hey, we're keeping it real here. Enter the plank, your trusty sidekick in reclaiming core strength. The plank trains your body to resist movement, teaching your spine to stay neutral and stable. This skill alone can save you countless chiropractor visits. Why plank? Because better posture, less back pain, smoother daily movements, like getting up off the floor with dignity, boosted performance in other moves like push-ups and squats, so it's basically the core glue holding it all together. How to plank like a pro. Start in what looks like the beginning of a push-up, but rest on your forearms instead of your hands. Elbows under shoulders, feet hip-width apart, and your body forming a glorious, unwavering straight line from head to heels. Sounds easy? Try holding it for 30 seconds without making faces. I'll wait. Beginner-friendly tweaks. Good news, you don't have to go full Navy SEAL right away. If you're new to planks, drop your knees to the floor to cut the load in half. Or start standing, leaning into a wall or a sturdy table. Same rules, less gravity. Form is everything. Seriously, keep your spine neutral. Not a saggy hammock, not a mountain peak. Pretend you're standing tall while lying down. Engage your core. Gently pull your belly button toward your spine. Don't hold your breath, you're not a scuba diver. Keep shoulders relaxed, away from your ears. Tension loves to sneak up there when you're fighting to hold on. Don't let it. Breathe slow and steady. Many people lock their breath during planks, which turns a good exercise into a blood pressure roller coaster. Big no-no. Watch out for these sneaky mistakes. Letting your hips sag toward the floor. Hello, lower back pain. Piking your hips up like a tent takes the work off your core and ruins the point. Holding your breath until you look like a tomato. Not cute. How long to plank? Unlike push-ups and squats, planks don't use reps, they use time. For beginners, aim for 3 sets of 10 to 20 seconds each. Rest 45 to 75 seconds between sets. As you get stronger, and you will, level up to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds per hold. Just remember, quality trumps bragging rights. A perfect 20-second plank beats a sloppy 2-minute flop every time. How to organize these 3 exercises into a weekly plan without waking up feeling like a rusty robot. Getting these 3 exercises into an efficient weekly routine is the secret sauce for steady results, without turning your body into a squeaky bag of sore muscles. After age 50, our superhero-level recovery powers slow down a bit, and that's perfectly normal. The trick is to work with your body, not against it. So, think smart pacing, not boot camp chaos. The golden rule: do each exercise 2 to 3 times per week and give those hard-working muscles at least 48 hours to chill and rebuild. Translation: either train on alternate days, or if you prefer back-to-back workout days, switch up which muscles you're focusing on so they get their beauty sleep. Here's a simple and sanity-friendly weekly plan. Monday, quick warm-up. 5 minutes of light walking or joint circles. Pretend you're loosening up for a dance party. Push-ups. 3 sets. Pick your level: wall, knees, full push-up hero. Squats. 3 sets. Your thighs will thank you later. Planks. 2 sets. End with a gentle stretch to celebrate surviving Monday. Tuesday. Active recovery. Go for a 20 to 30-minute walk at a chill, conversation-friendly pace. Or do some gentle mobility moves. Trust me, your joints love this. Wednesday. Warm up, same deal. 5 minutes. Squats. 3 sets. Maybe squeeze out an extra rep or 2 compared to Monday. Planks. 3 sets. Try to hold a bit longer, but don't pass out, please. Push-ups. 2 sets. Lighter volume today, since your core just worked overtime. Thursday. Another active recovery day. Repeat Tuesday's walk or mobility flow. These lighter days are crucial, so don't skip them. Your future knees will send thank you cards. Friday. Finish like a champion. Warm up. Go for 7 to 8 minutes this time. Get that blood flowing. Now spice it up with a circuit. Do 1 set of push-ups, 1 set of squats, 1 set of planks back to back. Rest as little as possible, then repeat the circuit 3 times. This mini circuit sneaks in a cardio boost too. Bonus points for multitasking. Cool down with a stretch and maybe a victory dance. You earned it. If you enjoyed this plan and want to learn even more about sneaky isometric moves that keep your joints happy and your muscles firm no matter your age, stick around. I've got another video popping up on the screen right now with the best ones for every part of your body. Thanks for sticking with me till the end, and as always, may God bless you, my friend. See you in the next one.